I decided to reopen the Silvertone 8005 and see if I could get rid of that speaker rattle. This is what it sounded like. Well, anyway, in the process of opening it up and removing the chassis, which comes out from the bottom, I broke the dial needle. Oh man, I broke the dial needle. It caught on the towel, and when I lifted the radio back up, it just snapped it right off. Oh my goodness, what do we do now? See, it's supposed to go here, slide up underneath there, and then it just kind of slides back and forth as you move the dial. It's connected to a gizmo on the rear. Can't quite see it right here, but you will. Let me see if I can maybe get it to where you all can see it. Maybe I don't know, we just used a big dial. Yeah, there it is right there. It's connected to the, see those two fingers sticking up? Let me see right here. Let me zoom in a little better. Those two little fingers, it connects to the underside of those down below, and it popped right off. What do we do now? Man, I guess what we ought to do is just get all upset with ourselves for making a mess up. Well, no, we don't. We don't do anything except what? What do? We fix it. Yes, we fix it. Just another chance to get in there and, you know, shake, rattle, and roll. So let me take this plate off. Let me remove that gizmo on the other side. Let's get them together and see what we can do about it. We can do anything. We are all powerful radio repair hobbyists. Man, this is getting to be fun already. I've got it loose. I took the 4 screws, 2 here and 2 here out, but it still doesn't want to come off. You'd think that thing would just fall off. No. It's being held on by this light socket. And it's being held on by that little 2-finger job back there over the lip of that rail. Let's see if I can get that thing off of that rail first. I'll tell you what, let me reposition the camera here. Alright, that's a little bit better. What we have to do is get this thing, these 2 fingers, off this rail, because the needle connects to the bottom of it. So we need to remove this from the rail. That's all there is to it. Just take it off the rail and move it down to the bottom. Now this dial light thing, it's just simply a matter of taking a pair of pliers and squeezing it together and running it back through the hole, which I shall do. It's going to take 2 hands to do it though. Well, that's easy enough. Now that baby is off, we have this thing that attaches to the dial string. Now the way that thing works is that dial string goes through the center of these 3 little deals, and then you squeeze them together against the string. Okay, it just fits down in between them. Then you just kind of take a pair of pliers or something and just kind of, like, you know, squeeze them together on the string. That's all there is to it. Nothing to it. And then, of course, we have our dial light just hanging there now, just waiting to be put back in. So now we have to get this thing off and figure out where that dial needle connected. And in order to do that, I'll have to separate these 3 pieces. I'll take this 1 tab right here on top, and I'll bend it away from the string, and then the string will slip right out. But you don't want to bend it very far, just a tidbit, just enough to get it off. But before I do, I want to make sure this thing is all the way to the right, and then I'm going to make a mental note that it's right directly across from the tuner. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and do that now. Take it all the way to the right. That's as far as she's gonna go. I guess that's about, what, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I'll probably go ahead and mark it with a piece of tape too, so I know where to put the edge. Alright, there we go. I decided to heck with it. Why not just put a piece of tape on each side? Why reinvent the wheel on this thing? You know, I'm trying to figure out, oh, the tape might have slipped or something. Just do it like that. We know it goes right in between. Now all I have to do is raise this top lip up, and the whole thing will come off the dial string. Yeah, I think I can do it with these pair of pliers. All I have to do basically is put it right between those two bottom tabs, like so. And then just sort of hold it with my hand, bend it just enough upward to where it comes off the string. So let's see if I can get that done without breaking everything. Well, there it is, folks. It is off of the string. As I said, I just bent that little top tab upward just enough to get it off the string. And this is the needle. Now the question is, where did it come from? Where did it break off at? Ooh, my goodness. I think I see where it broke. Uh-oh. This may not be so good. Apparently, this thing was molded out of one piece, and it came off right there. Oh, my goodness. How the heck am I going to fix that? I can't solder it here like this because that metal bracket, this metal bracket right here on the dial mechanism, it sits over the top of that, like so. Just like that, and it slides back and forth on there, you know, so I can't put anything that would stop that from sliding back and forth, so I can't really solder up in there. So what do we do about this? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have an idea about what we can maybe do about this. I'm not 100% certain. I'm going to let all of our, you know, I've been feeding you guys information for years. It's time for you to maybe feed a little bit back. Tell me if this was your AA5 radio and you accidentally broke off this little needle, dial needle, and you see what needs to be done. But you know, how can I do it? How can I do it? I want some ideas, guys. How would you repair that? And I'm going to stop the video right here and wait for some answers. Until next time, hopefully with all your brilliant inputs, this is John.